Good morning, Professor Stephanie. I'm Alessandra, and today, for my speaking final exam, I'm going to talk about a book that I read recently. The novel that I'm going to review is Great Expectations, written by Charles Dickens between 1860 and 1861. Okay, I can start my presentation by saying that the novel was set during the Victorian Age, and the two main cities described were Kent and London. As we can understand reading the book, the Victorian Age was a period of great social changes. In fact, many people decided to move from the countryside to towns. In this period, we can say that also education was improving. So, the main character of the novel is Philip or Pip, and he is also the narrator of the story. We can say that Dickens in Great Expectation used a first-person narrative, and it's important to remember and to highlight that all the other characters are seen through Pip's eyes. The novel starts when Pip was only an orphan boy who lived with his sister and her husband, the blacksmith Joe. I think that Joe has a very important role in Pip's life because he was like a father figure for him. Moreover, Pip didn't see eye to eye with his sister, consequently, he was very close to Joe, and they had a very strong relationship. The first scene of the book is set during Christmas Day, when Philip was visiting the tombstone of his parents in the cemetery, and suddenly he met an escaped convict called Magwitch that asked Pip for food and for money. Later, Pip was invited to go to Sattie's house, where he met two important characters. On one hand, we have the eccentric Miss Havisham, and on the other hand, we have her adopted daughter Estella. Estella is a very important character because Pip was very attracted to this girl. In fact, he fell in love with her, and it's very important to highlight that she always refused him, probably because he was a poor boy and because he was not educated, while she was very rich and she had a very good education. Pip was not happy in his social class position since he wanted to win Estella's love by becoming a gentleman. One day, Philip discovered that he has been left a great fortune by an unknown benefactor. He believed that this benefactor was Miss Havisham that wanted to help him to become a gentleman. So he decided to move to London and in order to start a new life. But in London he lost his fortune and he went in debt, so he had to return to his nuclear family in Kent, where he met Estella once more. Later Pip discovered that his unknown benefactor was the escaped convict Magwitch. That he has helped many years earlier. At the end of the book, we can see that Pip decided to declare his feelings to Estella, but she refused him one more, saying that they can't get married because they were too different. But she said that they will be friends forever. So, reading this book, I found two major themes. The great desire and the ambition of Pip to become a gentleman, and the role of love during the Victorian Age. As we can understand reading the novel, Pip at the beginning was a poor orphan boy. Consequently, he desired a social self-improvement in order to become a gentleman, in order to become a member of the Stella social class. And he was encouraged by some characters and by Mrs. Joe, so Pip tried to become a gentleman. He also desired an educational improvement, and probably this desire is deeply connected to the fact that he wanted to marry Stella. But we can say at the end of the novel that he wasn't unable to marry this girl. Furthermore, I found very interesting the theme of love. We can analyze the theme of love from two different points of view. On one hand, we can analyze the character of Pip, where love and marriage did not bring happiness to his life. Even Philip tried to become a gentleman and he tried to become a rich man. He knew that Estella did not love him, but he believed that one day she would have changed her mind. However, this has never happened. On the other hand, we can analyze the character of Joe. I think that the character of Joe is very interesting because he was a very simple man. He was a blacksmith and he led a very simple life. Unlike Pip, Joe had no ambition in his life. He was happy in his small towns and in his small world, and he was happy of his marriage. Moreover, he was always good to Pip, and he helped people, and he took care of Pip when he was very ill. And this part is very important because at the end of the novel, Pip was very ill, and Joe took care of him. So, I can say that reading this book, I understand that we can't eradicate our origins since they help us to create our personal identity. Furthermore, we can change our past. We can change our past and who we are, and we can change our origins because our past is very fundamental for our future, and it's something that we can change. So I think that this is very important because our origins are like a part of us. Thank you for your attention, Professor, and for today is all. Bye.